Hi, how you doing? And welcome back to another video from Average FPL. Apologies for the voice, just losing it a little bit in terms of being able to speak, but we're going to try and power on anyway and get this video out to you guys. So yeah, before we get started, any likes and subscribes for the channel is greatly appreciated. I always appreciate any support you can give. We're going to start by just reviewing game week 29. So another green arrow is my third in a row and 90 points overall. And it's nearly the second week in a row that I've got almost 100 points, which I'll take. Compared to last week, though, I nailed the captaincy. Harry Kane, 28 points from him being on captain, and also had quite a few double figure contributions. I've still got a Marty's 1 point to come in for Thiago Silva, and that makes it a really good game week. So we're looking at being just inside, well, a game week rank of about 1.2 million, but now I'm just inside 700,000 places, which is really good considering a few weeks ago I was well outside a million. So looking to finish the season strong and just build on it here. Now the problem is that this week we have hardly any games, and it is the biggest sort of just wait and see week ever. I mean, we've got the fixtures on there now, and obviously, if you've got a free hit, I could do a free hit team, but really, you don't need that. Me personally, I wouldn't free hit this week. I think, yeah, you can look at that and say, oh my days, I've got hardly any players playing. But I think saving free hits for when we've got more teams playing, or we've got double game weeks, I think the upside is greater. I think everyone's probably going to have a Spurs player. You're probably going to have an Arsenal player in as well. I've got Wolves players because I knew, they've got good fixtures going in. But if you free hit and you get three Spurs players in, three Arsenal players in, they could easily just not perform in this game week. I think just the upside for points is just not there. The ceiling is a lot lower and the floor is a lot higher in terms of everyone scoring the same. So unless you've got like no players playing, I feel like you don't need a free hit. Even if you do have just a couple of players playing, I think you just maybe just cross your fingers and hope for the best. So looking at my team for this week, um, this is it. I made a bit of a mistake, to be honest, as when I was making my transfers, I transferred in Ramsdale. Obviously, you can only have one keeper at a time. I wasn't really thinking, I was more sort of looking at long term trying to bench boost. And I thought of next week, and I was like, I'll bench boost next week, not thinking that I could transfer out somebody else. What I wanted was to get Lukaku out of my team, and I had Scott Carson in goal. And what I did was I was like, well, I definitely don't have a playing goalkeeper. That's an area I need to target. And kind of forgot that this game week was as it is. I mean, I could have taken out someone like Ward Prowse instead, someone or a Brownhill or Sissoko, someone that's maybe not going to play this week and also not going to contribute much going forwards. So that's on me. Mistakes happen, but I still feel like my team isn't awful. I think I've got 7 players that are going to play, and they can be influential players on their team. So I've got double Wolves defence at home against Leeds. I would like to think a clean sheet isn't impossible there. Obviously, Leeds beating Norwich in the last game week maybe gives them a bit of confidence going forward. But Wolves are tending not to concede a lot as it is. Um, Leicester at home to Brentford, great. And the same with Villa, home to Arsenal. Arsenal in great form, just lost to Liverpool though. So they have a chance to score points there. And up front, Kane and Tony. Tony in great form, Leicester not in great form. And same with Kane since returning it around. So the captaincy is going to be on Kane this week. And obviously your captain is going to count for even more when you've not got that many players playing. So let me know what you guys are doing, whether you're going to free hit. Um, or whether you're just going to ride your luck like me. Hopefully, at the very least, I can just sort of stay level with where I am and stay inside the top 700k. I do think it's really risky to use a free hit this week, and I think if you don't use a free hit, even if you have a red arrow this week, you can use your free hit next game week or next double game week and make up the difference. So if you don't mind sort of losing that ground in the short term, you'll probably gain it back in the long term when people use the free hit this week on games that, you know, aren't really good games to use it on. When they've run out of chips to use, you'll be able to use it because there's only about 9 game weeks left in the season. So you've just got to think and be sure of your decisions. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you're doing. I'll keep it short just for my voice, but I still want to get a video out there just to explain what I'm doing and what my thoughts are for for quite an unusual game week. So thank you very much for listening. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.